Today on the menu, delicious lamb dolmas, grape leaves filled with just the most decadent meat you can ever imagine. Please grind your own meat, never buy ground meat. I have about 2.5 pounds of lamb. I am going to need some salt, pepper, some sumac, and some dried lime and lemons that I buy from Middle Eastern store on Atlantic Avenue here in Brooklyn, mint leaves, and a can of tomatoes that you're going to just ground with your meat, olive oil. I love my dolmas all olivey, if you know. This recipe I developed myself. It's my own, and I make this a few times a year. It's labor intensive but delicious. You need half an onion and you need grape leaves. I always recommend the Orlando, California brand, but I didn't have that. Somebody gave me this jar and I decided to use it. Wash your meat well and grind it with tomatoes and onions, and then finally chop your herbs. You need dill, you need cilantro, you need some parsley and some green onions. If you don't like any of these herbs, please skip. Your sumac you can also buy from a Middle Eastern store. You need very, very short grained rice for this recipe. You cannot use basmati or jasmine. I repeat, you cannot use that. The rest of my canned tomatoes, I am putting it in. So I didn't grind the whole thing. I grinded maybe 2/3 of it, and the rest of the 1/3, I put it in like that. And I love dried mint, so I put extra. If you know where to buy really, really good dried mint, drop me a message because I need better mint. And salt and pepper, you don't want too much salt because you're going to have it from the grape leaves, and the grape leaves you're just going to wash really well in really hot boiling water. You can also boil them for like a minute. Now I'm going to show you how to make 2 of them, and then the rest I will put on time lapse. And I'm sorry most of this video is on time lapse. If that annoys you, I do apologize. Let me know and I won't do it again, but it's just quicker. So the way you wrap it is just by watching it a few times. You put it in the middle, the meat you put in the middle. I mentioned before, I don't have too much patience to cook. I don't have a lot of time, so I don't make these very tiny. But if you eat this in some stores or in some family homes, they're made so tiny. It's like as tiny as your pinky. It's beautiful. Not mine. Mine are a little bit thicker because I just don't have time for such delicate dolmas. You see, just folding the top in, the sides in, and then rolling it in beautifully and putting it in your nice pot. And you also need hot water to put over this. So on time lapse, I'm going to show a few. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, these leaves were terrible, but I did my best. You want to put something heavy on top of this so it doesn't float during cooking. So I put my dried lime and lemon on top. That is very like Persian and Middle Eastern. And I put 2 plates, hot water, and on the stove on medium low, and let it cook for an hour and a half until everything is cooked and tastes delicious. A lot of liquid is also going to be released from the dolma itself. So if you feel like there's just too much liquid in yours, you can just get rid of some of it by spilling it. And I'm going in again with a little bit more olive oil because I enjoy it so much, the smell and the flavor of it. And it looks like they're all cooked and the water is beautiful. It's gonna get reabsorbed into your dolma. So if you have water, don't worry, it's gonna get reabsorbed. I hope you make this and you enjoy. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much.